Well, if it would be that easy, we wouldn't be in this problem right now. All hesitations and escape routes are sealed within this moment of sincerity, a reluctant deal. Then I should be direct, except Lady Darcia the Alliance bind her with a soul pact and order her to surrender to headquarters. Let me be perfectly clear to avoid any misunderstanding. Listen well, this is not a request, it is an order. My appeal is not known for its patience. Only Darcia and her chosen few can enter the sanctum. Don't expect the intelligent plant outside to save you. Vince definitely has an angle, but going this far just to force my hand, what she's so desperate about. I can't step forward. A slight sting at my nape, there appear at my four temples for a split second, then snaps back. Was you insane? Have you no fear of death? Of course I do, but we don't have time to play games. Besides, you aren't on Darcia's side, are you? I've pretty much figured out why you're concerned me like this, but I need to hear you say it, Fiance. You're right, we aren't allies, but tell me, when did you realize? You left too many loose ends. Which means this enormous user tapped my phone today without me noticing. They sent a request, stopped the intel, then deleted me. The which I've had my share of secret informants, but this is the cleanest job I've ever seen. Didn't feel a thing, can't trace a thing either. Whoever they are, they're pro. First off, your internship at production. The only person who could have bumped into Mystique and had the skill to tap her phone undetected had to be a combat specialist. If Ruby and Zephyr were that good, they wouldn't have been humiliated by some mantrack raiding quest. Wait, if someone sneaks after the office maintenance, tweaks the settings, and resets them right before the next log, they could do whatever they want unnoticed. And finally, despite the chaos Joseph and the others caused, production didn't lift a finger as the director in charge. That silence points straight to you. Take everyone to the Ash District, save your explanations for the interrogation room. For a split second, I honestly thought you were the one pulling the strings behind all this. Until I saw that map in the VIP room. Oh, and what did you find? That was your handwriting on the map, right? You marked the interrogation room in the southwest, right on the city edge. Up the wall, near in the woods. So you were turning a blind eye to our escape. No, you wanted us to run, didn't you? Bravo, dealing with smart people saves me much effort. I've planned a little accident outside the interrogation room, but Darcia beat me to the punch. Now my turn, about Nyx inside the tank. Nyx, I see, so she really is on your side. You want me to get her out? Make no mistake, we accept that we might be sacrificed for this plan long ago. Success is our only hope, but victory hinges on headquarters cooperation, and they've dragged their feet long enough to let the whole operation spiral out of control. Wait. The Legion outside, they're supposed to attack at dawn? Is that why you were watching this guy? Even if they're a day late, they're close by. We haven't hit a dead end yet, have we? Hard to say. If they were close, they certainly would have noticed the riot inside. Yet they sit idle at the tracker camp. Either the commander is incompetent or the troops lack the discipline to attack after a forced march. Either way, they stand no chance against Darcia. This is why, boss, I'm offering you a soul pack, provided you can. No, I can't. My soul pack doesn't control people. I can just force a surrender. She looks loyal, sure, but that loyalty runs on her own twisted logic. She doesn't blindly obey my orders. And where did you hear about soul packs anyway? An information poker told me. Was this poker in the cloak? Yes, the one behind base at the tracker camp. Fair enough, figures. I save my breath then. I grant a wish. The price is your soul. In other words, I take your soul, then I grant your wish. Grant my wish. Yeah, but even with a pact, I can't control Darcia. I can let the house arrest slide, but hurting my friends, that's where I draw the line. Petal Bloom's exile, Misty getting hurt, that's all on her. Was planning to sabotage her crazy scheme anyway. Since our goals align, you don't need a pact, I help you. You see, you help me for nothing? Yep. Honestly, I hate using soul packs myself, so I'm not asking for any payment. Is that so? Then this negation is over. Pretend I never mentioned a partnership. Huh? Wait, hold on. This isn't a joke. Do I look like I'm joking? Besides, I refuse to own any own favors. Listen, without payment, there's no liability. A price is the only guarantee that a partner is reliable. Yet you claim you want nothing. Isn't that just saying you won't take responsibility for the outcome? Is was being too naive. Maybe Fian's strength is that composure she never wavers, and also, please, my tyrant, don't become a star once more. The same old road leads to the same old ends. You really checkmated. Yeah. Be rational, friends. As a formidable opponent, we need every ounce of combat powers we get right now. You should prioritize working with. Am I to understand you're begging for my assistance? Huh? Have our positions as reversed? You be rational. I simply expect you to show the resolve required for this. Did I not make myself clear? Let's use more formal term than alliance. Our lives are on the line here, so I need to know you're truly prepared for the consequences. You're making a soul pact the condition for our partnership? Precisely, but don't misunderstand. That doesn't mean I trust you. By the way, I heard a rumor that completing a soul pact makes one official boss accord employee, and that accord protects staff souls, granting immunity to harmful mental magic. Did Selena leak that to you too? No, it was for Yuka. That's why I asked her about it on the day of the ceremony. She explicitly spilled every single detail. Talk about shooting yourself in the foot. Ourselves in the foot. Heh, you're far too careless, but it works out for me. It proves that the convenient ability he granted isn't just a fairy tale. You want to protect the soul? But why? There are no monsters like the Garden of Paradise here. Does he have specialization in mental magic? You saw it yourself. The Gen 3 intelligent plant is no joke. I went all out to test its strength, yet I was still defeated. However, it isn't flawless. Have you found a weakness? You recall what Darcia said? You've lightly detected its power, transforming human minds and memories. Simply put, placing it in a tank of physical fluid links the subject's consciousness to the network. Look. The bottom of that massive tank lies the fish shop. Once you extract it, the intelligent plant won't be a threat anymore. Fishing a chess piece out of a tank that deep won't be easy. Indeed, we face two main obstacles. First, the key to the lid. Darcia keeps it on her person at all times. Second, the physic fluid inside is far more teacher's problem. Even standing next to it exposes you to magic vapors that can warp your mind. I see, you want to use the boss accord's protection to withstand the fluid so you can dive in and grab the piece? Precisely, so I will ask you one last time, boss. Make a soul pact with me. You're so close to defeating Darcia and her logic is sound, but no. I'm warning you, anyone who gets in the way of my plan is an enemy. Give me an acceptable reason why I still have patience. Because I'm weak. If the intelligent plan's attack while you're down there, who's going to stop it? I can't buy you that kind of time. What are you getting at? We play to our strengths, the lion stands, but no soul pact. The reason is simple. I will be the one diving into the tank. You're willing to risk your life to beat Darcia. I'm willing to stake mine too. I have magic immunity. That fluid shouldn't affect me. Magic immunity? That's rare. Okay, looks like your intel isn't perfect. Anyway, leave the piece to me. In exchange, you cover me. If you fail, I'm done for. Very well, since that is your choice. Then boss, from this moment on, we're allies against Darcia. Ow! This is the split it at the beginning. I don't think that those two paths ever join again. At least not how they are moving currently. He's well aware that this path is not an easy one, and so... Then boss, from this moment on, we're allies against Darcia. You're the one in the line of fire through. Going against Darcia and her intelligent plans got all by yourself. Admittedly, it's cautious, but victory isn't my goal. Being the sacrificial pawn is. I should stall them long enough for you to secure the chess piece we turn the tables. And don't get ahead of yourself. That magic in the physic fluid is leagues above standard spells. Your unique constitution might not save you this time. Look at you, out cold in the tank without a care in the world. Do you even grasp the gravity of your situation? Life and death on the line, yet you have the exact same sleeping face you had back in school. It's actually infuriating. Considering she's currently nutritioned, a peaceful look beats a painful one. Wait, school? You two were classmates? In academy, yes. Can you believe it, boss? I've known this woman for 10 years. When we first met, the mere thought of breathing the same air as her repulsed me. Our prestigious school is notoriously difficult to get in, yet she was the only one muddling along and sleeping in class. One night I went out for bread and bumped into her at United Harvest store. That's when I found out. She was a trainee from the Ash district of another city. The company paid her tuition, but it bounded her to the compliance department after graduation. Low pay and everyone despises you. Living costs in the Golden District were extortionate. Since the company covered only tuition, she had to work nights to survive. No wonder she was exhausted in class. After that, she started copying my notes, pestering me about lectures, even mooching meals at my place. She was such a nuisance. But back then, well, I was absorbed in my own world, obsessed with becoming a researcher. I avoided socializing. Nix was the only one who would still approach me casually, so over time, my opinion of her shifted. We warmed up to her because she was an idealist at heart, always peddling on about improving United Harvest, letting staff leave early, making better tasting food, that sort of thing. I remember thinking she belonged more in R&D or operations than compliance. But she insisted that joining the compliance department was mandatory company policy. It felt so wrong. She should have been the type to write the rules, not blindly follow them. It frustrated me enough to start a fight. In the end, I gave her an ultimatum. If she couldn't change United Harvest, I would. The condition that she supported me with everything she had. After graduation from Villain Academy, I went to Grace Light for advanced studies, while she did straight for headquarters. Our paths diverged, but my faith didn't. I truly believed a bright future awaited us both until... Your Honor, Director Kito de Feltro is guilty of embezzlement and the violation of trade secrets. On behalf of the Compliance Department, I formally submit these charges, requesting immediate ruling. Who could have guessed the birthday party she invited me to was actually a courtroom trial, and the man on trial was my own father. Father pledged guilty, but I knew he was innocent. He was fully committed to his man-fake creating quest. He barely spoke about it to me, let alone spill secrets to Reg. I am Darcia, executor of the United House Filet Brand. Stay by my side and I will grant you the power to crush Nix. I took Darcia's offer, suspended my studies at Grace Light, then returned to Filet and joined United Harvest. I resented Nix, of course, but I was more confused than anything. I had to find out what was really going on in that company. Things moved fast. On the eve of the Snowish Festival, Darcia took me to a company banquet and it was late by the time I got home. And there she was, slumping against my door, passed out cold, clutching a massive stack of files. When she woke, I finally learned the truth. My father's file was her very first case and she was shoved the files by her superiors the day before. She had no choice but to read this from the script. During the trial, she found holes in the evidence, but my father pled guilty immediately, trying to protect me, I assume. It robbed her of any chance to object. He was desperate for the truth too and started investigating the case alone. That stack of documents she clung to was her proof, and the one pulling the strings was Darcia. Darcia framed your father? Yes, father refused to weaponize Mandrake creating quests, and he certainly wouldn't agree to this intelligence transfer method now. Darcia saw him as a threat. She used her connections at headquarters to set him up. Putting Nix on the prosecution was her move too. Now that everything is out in the open, I no longer have any hesitation. I had buried my hatred for Nix that night, and as we renewed our war, Monolith calendar year 992, Galumam 13th. You ready? All set, we just need to stage a blowout on Snowish Eve, right? Yeah, the whole company has to see. It's the only way to prove where my loyalty lies. One fight won't make it stake. You probably have to bully me a few more times down the road. I try to go easy on you. Don't make it count. Be ruthless. Act like you actually hate my guts. Fine, just don't cry later. By the way, is Heartlink our only line now? Yeah, can't waste talking in real life. I won't even be able to look you in the eye. But we talk probably again one day. Cheers, Miss Rustic Sherlock. To that last minute soda you bought me. Cheers, Miss Anonymous. Clear your father's name to make Darcia pay? No, not at all. Revenge would only spark more hatred. To truly break the cycle, you have to cut it off at the source. So we decided to make good on the promise we made all those years ago. If she couldn't change United Harvest, I would, on the condition that she supported me with everything she had. To make that happen, I chose to bury the past. We started from scratch to rebuild our bond. Hey, you hear that, Nix? Look at you sleeping so peacefully. You better be ready to work once you wake up. For changing an entire company, that can be. You're right, but just because it's hard doesn't mean we back down. I will not give up. Why go this far? What do you actually get out of changing the company? What's in it for me? Perhaps something, but since my academy days, the company hasn't changed one bit. They still treat people like they're disposable. Because nothing changes, more and more workers get exploited every year. Even the customers who trust us get squeezed dry. It's reached the point where even those golden nightingales you talk about are showing up on the market. Tell me, boss, climbing to the top over other people's misery just so a selected few can get to enjoy their lives. Do you think that's right? After they left, their pay was cut drastically. I was still in school. We fell on hard times almost overnight. But that anonymous compliance inspector saved us, cited a regulation up about employer welfare, and got the company to grant us a subsidy. Speak the truth, spread the truth. This is the code witches live by. Now see that is exactly the role society expects us to play. So, if you really want to protect something, the choice is yours. Do you bury the truth in exchange for peace, or do you face it head on, even if it means hurting others? Who would have guessed the birthday party she invited me to was actually a courtroom trial, and the man on trial was my own father. Yes, father refused to weaponize mental equity inquest, and he certainly wouldn't agree to this intelligence transfer method now. Darcia saw him as a threat. She used her connections at headquarters to set him up. Putting Nix on the persecution was her move to going with people's lives like that. How could that ever be right? Yeah, you're exactly where I thought you were, and that is why this company must change. Besides, and this is just my own philosophy, those in power have a duty. The power should be used to serve the people in society. When people live contented lives, pressure eases and patience grows. From there, kindness is spread from one person to the next. Cycle of happiness, huh? That's hardly going to be an easy path. What are you talking about, boss? Isn't that exactly what we've been doing all along? From Emma to Filet. From waterways, Stella to the big three in the wilds. Haven't you always fought for others' happiness, asking nothing in return? It certainly is an easy path, but it is the one you've chosen to walk. I'm not that noble, I just happen to hold these pieces. It's of grace. Since such power fell into my hands somehow, I have to shoulder the responsibility. Spoken like a ruler, almost makes me want to call you your majesty, but I stick to boss, sounds ancient. Call me whatever you want. I am who I am. A title is just a label. In that case, boss, just make a soul pact with me. Hey, hang on, I thought you agreed. It's not for the same reason as before. You said it yourself, boss. The path we've chosen is an easy one. So how do we guarantee neither of us stays from it? The only way I believe is to bind our souls together. If you lose your way, I could use my wish to pull you back. And if I turn traitor, where you hold my soul. So that's the angle. Alright, but I have to ask one last thing. Are you seriously willing to trade your soul for the happiness of others? Yes, why wouldn't I? One soul to make my wish come true. Don't you think that's a bargain? You gain nothing without sacrifice, without twist. And you're an investment worth staking my soul on. Before I'm certain about that, I might never complete this first mission of yours. Nothing ain't without twist. Maybe I was overthinking it, but there's no turning back now. I can't just stand here in that fear and the other's face to intelligent bone. Alright, friends, name your wish. Because here is my wish. Join me. Let's change United Harvest together. I accept your wish. And when that wish comes true, my soul is yours. That it? For Soul Pact, I expected something a bit more. That's the standard procedure. I hold your soul in trust for now. Once the wish is fulfilled, it becomes mine permanently. Understood. A fair trade and perfect timing. Darcia should be here any minute. What makes you so sure? The intelligent plans would have allotted Darcia at the moment we stepped into the lab. Frankly, she should have shown herself ages ago. Luckily, another willing pawn bought us time. She certainly worked hard to keep things stalled this long. Another willing pawn? Greetings, Lady Tyrant. We meet again. Mina? Your Majesty, Mina approached me seeking to join your ranks. I dared not to decide on my own, so I brought her before you. I heard Lady Darcia speak of the future you wish to build, Lady Tyrant. I realized that is precisely my dream. Mina, you couldn't lie to save your life. Then again, I'm about to do the same. Very well, then you should serve by my side along with Darcia. With me? Majesty, does this mean you accept my alliance? Truth be told, I never intended to turn you away. Everything before was merely a test of your capabilities, and you did not disappoint. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'm so moved. Enough formality. What's the situation outside the city? I saw smoke rising in the east around noon. Your Majesty, United Harvest's main force has reached the walls, but worry not. Tomorrow I deployed the Gen 3 intelligent plans to crush them. I'd like to take command personally. Is that okay? Of course, Your Majesty. Leave me. I need time alone to plan for tomorrow. As you command, Majesty, but why is Fiance here? Didn't you ask her to look after me? I simply had her escort me here. Is something wrong? No, that's not what I meant. I merely asked that from now on your Majesty always keeps intelligent plans close. Fiance, you have no objections, do you? Understood, no objections. The intelligent are watching me again. It's going to be harder to act. Thank goodness I aligned with Fiance in time. Small mercy in that situation. Lady Tyrant, partner into a corruption, but I have an urgent report. Your first mission, collecting 10 souls, is complete. Your clearance on the Well of Worlds Tyrant Development System has leveled up, granting you a new authority. Please review it. New authority? Let's see, I didn't even know it existed. If I use this fight, maybe we can defeat Darcia without sacrificing any. It never ends. We started with number 3 and on at number 9 now. I don't think they can connect again. That's probably just a bad ending. And then fuse for your rival and expired powder for you. The battle in Relay 1. Spectre Jayhawk, are the troops ready? Can we move out today? Well, it's a bit of a mess. Fight at the church punch too. They're making a scene, saying they won't budge without their assaults to it. So it's depend. If they want a bonus, tell them they get paid after we take Filet. Not a bonus, sir, it's depend. We gotta put cold hot door in their heads now. No cash, no march. Enough. How did our company army come to this? As for when, it's been a standard practice for 5 years. Assaults depend. Magic usage fee doesn't pay overtime. Basically, if you want them to do anything, they need to see the door. And are they any different from Temple? Cause they are the fearless soldiers of the past, the ones who value honor over life itself. Gone with the missing payroll, I guess. Last I heard, these legions haven't been paid in 6 months. Uh-oh. Well, understandable that they want to see cash for anything. Taking over these 3 legions were clearly a mistake. Fine, Inspector Jayhawk. Go to the nearest branch and secure the funds. How long will it take? I don't mind, but with travel time around a week minimum. Despite the look, I'm just a delicate flower, you know. Can't rush. Sending a lady that far is improper, but do you expect the commander to go back for wages personally? That would tarnish my elegant image. Majesty, the map. Our forces 300,000 upgraded Gen 3 intelligent planes are deployed along the river, awaiting orders. 300 upgrades in one night, that's fast. Nina, do we have a read on the 3 United Harvest Legions? Confirmed. We are facing the 3rd, 4th and 5th Elite Legions. 10 years back, these units crushed the company army twice their size in a head-on collision. Based on the roster, we are looking at 31,000 total personnel, 250 of them combat ready. Lance Vicon puts the headquarters at the tracker camp. The legions are dug in the north, east and south. No signs of Kashyyyk Muslim dead. They are appointed elite, but their prime was a decade ago. Aside from the NCOs, the ones must be fresh recruits. Hard to say if the reputation still holds up. The real danger is that they spot Mystique on sight. If they can storm Philae blind, city gets leveled and civilians get butchered. In that case, priority 1 is containment, not a single one of them inside city limits. They detach 1,000 Gen Vs and engage the enemy, test their reflexes. Understood. Knowing her phone, Darcia strides to deliver his quest mother. She unlocks the tank and plunges her heart into the solution, wincing in pain. The mother shudders in its tank as if acknowledging a signal. Keep it down, we're on recon. You want to get us spotted? Who cares? No wages, no stipend. You expect us to fight on an empty stomach? I'm doing the bare minimum. I get it, but we're exposed here. Push could happen any second. Save the gripping for when we get back. Listen, movement up ahead. Contact, open fire, everyone shoot. Yeah. What the hell are these things? They're too fast to hit. Damn, they're swarming us. Come, get back up now. It's hopeless, we can't win. Run for it. Actually, in 2 hours, our 1,000 planes surrounded 5 billions, nearly 4,000. And we lost fewer than 200. With results like this, why after offense? If we commit the rest of the intelligence plane's headquarters, the legions would crumble. No, if we go all in, we're the ones who lose. Know why? Is it asleep? We call them intelligence, but they act on the mind of their nutrition. They've picked up Nick's habits, including the afternoon nap. Later, we count on the 300 units scouting the lab. 2/3 are out cold, the rest are dozing off. Combat effectiveness is 0. I had no idea. My apologies, Your Majesty. I failed to predict how the upgrade would alter their behavior. It feels powerful, but arrogance creates blind spots. Darcia, we need a tactic for the surrender. I see you want them for the tyrant army. Through honestly, human soldiers are worthless compared to the plans. It's not about manpower, it's a display of strength to other companies. Mercy requires far more power than annihilation. We also need to control the narrative. This isn't a tyrant army invasion, it's an initial dispute between Philae branch and headquarters. This version protects us. No, yet here's the tyrant declared war. Our list of enemies will grow exponentially. The foresight is awe-inspiring, Your Majesty, but there's one thing I don't understand. You spared New Stargate for all time's sake. You treat the branch staff well to keep the peace. But why show mercy to the enemy? If headquarters winning, they wouldn't hesitate to crush us. No one is born evil. These soldiers are just ordinary people, moved by dissonant sand. Besides, these plants have infinite potential. That is why we must use the power for good to make the world a little better. Ruling by brute force like United Harvest earns no respect or loyalty. Technically, I manipulate Darcia to buy us time for counter-attack, while I meant every word I just said. Still, I don't know why Darcia worshipped the legendary tyrant, but if I can figure out the root of that faith... Your Majesty, forgive me, I lost my composure and spoke out of turn. No matter what comes, I pledge my life to you, Your Majesty. Just pardon my rudeness, but I find myself quite exhausted. May I take my leave? Of course, you fucked hard. Go get some rest. Since I have Mina here, I send Fiends out tomorrow to test the Gen 3 intelligent plans. That work for you? Thank you for your kindness. Das has finally gone, and thanks to Nix, the plans are sound asleep. Wise Irons still quietly. Apologies, your words struck a chord. Anyway, what's the mission? Protect Mystique and climb the monolith. Darcia's ambitions aren't our only problem. The 3 legions of Headquarter are acting suspiciously too. Anyway, eating the tracker cam at dawn and minimize casualties, but I can't control every single plant. Mystique is badly hurt. Getting her out safely will be tricky. I'm trusting you to handle it. That part I get, but why climb the monolith? Being the boss of the boss accord has its privileges, or rather, let's say, I've unlocked a new authority. Note out the monolith grants trackers extra quays, big combat boosts, but only right there inside. Naturally, but that power vanishes the moment you step out, so I never gave it much thought. Ooh, but you're my employee now. What if I told you that you could keep that power for a full day outside? Of course, you realize what you're saying, Dad. That would overturn the world tracker industry. No, it would change Nova itself. Exactly, if word gets out, the world will descend into chaos, so let's keep this between us. I've updated Petaplume and New Star via Hotlink. Friends, meet New Star on the late island tomorrow afternoon. You climb with them. Power up inside, then early on the 8th, we strike from both sides. Hit Darcia, cup the key, and end orders. Bringing every drop of utility out of me. Fascinating scheme. Very well, I play my part. Appreciate it. Just don't overdo it. I'm counting on you to scout our filtration route for tomorrow night. Save the sentimentals, boss. We're in a match with no retreat. As a player of this match, you should be ready to sacrifice a pawn like me if it secures the win. See you later. If you're on board, maybe top the aggressive attitude. Now Mina, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be at home watching your sister? I got worried, came to check on everything, but on the way Mystique messaged me. She's in trouble. I found Fiance and she said Mystique was shot down. Part of me wants to run back to my sister's, but... So, if you really want to protect something, the choice is yours. Do you bury the truth in exchange for peace? Or do you face it head on even if it means hurting others? I'm not a witch or a tracker. I can't put my life on the line like you do, but I'm a United Harvest staff mentor. This involves me too. I may not be hero, but I want to protect this company in my own way. When I see Misty, I want to look her in the eye and say, I face the truth and this is my answer. Yeah, I get it. I see your resolve, justice. But the danger is free. Stay close. I don't trust Darcia not to try something if you're alone. Alright, thank you, boss. Your Majesty, our forces are prepared to commence the assault on your order. Vance has also taken a position at the tracker camp perimeter to monitor the plans. Then let's begin. Unleash the Gen 3 intelligent plans. We need to utterly crush their will to fight. So we play both fights at the same time. We use her to crush the headquarter forces. Yeah, to crush the headquarter forces and at the same time use that short window to power up. But let's fight with her. So this is the track camp, huh? How quaint. Now, where are those 3 trackers she told me about? Such a great the T-Rex founder is on a tyrant that exists only in your head. Creating this hideous sweet. How pathetic. But fear not, she and I, we are here to crush your dream. Yeah, I think that will escalate still a bit further. Is weather fine? You see, this is where the Garden of Paradise fell. Amusing to think I'd actually stand here myself. Then, starting from right here where you won, I will stand by your side. And... I think this one path never ends. Better and fillet free, beneath the gloom, only the curtain of trust can shield us from the storm. How do we defeat them? Blades, arrows, nothing's making a dent. Burn them. I heard that's how the trackers cleared the Garden of Paradise. You're insane, this place is a tinderbox. Yours is all alive. They've gonna overrun the camp at this rate. Now, what's the move? We even have to ask we kept Mystique and Bay before we get boxed in. Easy now, I know they look terrifying, but watch. Blind up, please. Stay back. They're not attacking, just disarming the soldiers and left. We are safer if we sit tight. Yeah, I guess they aren't dangerous, huh? Maybe bus sent back up to clear the field. Did they find us? Not a plant, that's a person. And United Harvest uniform, you release these things, don't you? Good day, I'm Brienne's Operations Director for the United Harvest Filet Branch. I assume Cian mentioned I'd be coming? Yeah, she said someone from United House would pay a visit. Just didn't expect it to be a big shot director. So what do you want? Be real, after the Lady Quay mess, your rep is pretty much trash around here. You certainly don't mince words with your hospital. Let's not set it down. Firenze is trustworthy. She's the one who cleared our names regarding the Lady Quay rumors. Oh, really? Yes, she might be one of the good ones then. I'm no good person. Let's say boss and I have an aligned interest. Clearing your names or simply business. Compensation for your trouble. Now we must address the intelligent plant crisis at its source. I'm here to coordinate our next step, infiltrating the underground lab tomorrow at dawn. Also, since you will be entering the monolith to claim its grace, I can look after Miss Mystique while she remains unconscious. I can't believe you actually found us. Hardly difficult, it's a small island. If you sweep the forest sector by sector, you're bound to stumble upon the monolith entrance eventually. But we've been re-entering the monolith every half an hour to force the entrance to shift. I anticipated the variable, which is precisely why I swarmed the area with search teams. Intelligent plans. Hold your fire, boss has them under control. Master's commanding them? Correct, to spare the city from Celsius slaughter, boss feigned an alliance with Darcia. He's using the plans to force the headquarter legions to land. I assume boss briefed you about entering the monolith to claim the grace within? Master did say that, but leaving the monolith with our powers intact? I honestly still can't believe it. But boss wouldn't lie. Yeah, we'd want out soon. I just can't be sure you're really helping us. Big proof. I expect nothing less from boss's subordinates. Proof of my lines, I admit I have none, and since boss is with Darcia, calling for verification isn't exactly an option. Wait, didn't Nix leave you with anything? We never coordinated this, but knowing how prepared she always is, I'm sure she foresaw the standoff. A bucket. Hello. It's your pillow. Hold onto it for me. If you ever hit the dead end, can decide open it up. The answer is inside. The pillow. Nick said to open it if we could decide. The pillow? That's Nick's for you. Well, what's inside? I'm opening it. There's a photo. A thing on the back. Can't trust the person in this photo unconditionally. Nick. That doesn't look much like you now, but yeah, that is definitely you. ID photo. How on earth did she get her hands on that? I have it back anyway. Are we done questioning me? Looked so cute in it. Since you and the Knicks both vouch for you, fine, we trust you. Clock's ticking, let's get timing. Indeed, however, I have practically zero field experience inside the monolith. I should be relying on your guidance. No sweat, leave it to us. After all, we've got... If Noya's grace should lead, actually no, Fuyoka should take point. Relay is her turf. Also, with friends here, we can split into two squads. Fuyoka, Noya, and Boy, you go together. Friends, you're with me. Ever since Ian said we could carry our grace outside, Iris has been crunching numbers on how to max out our potential. Friends, you're part of the crew now. Let's just trust the plan and roll with it. It has been a long time since I felt like this, but I must admit, I envy you. Nina, I must admit, I envy you. Hey Darcia, please don't make fun of me, I'm just a regular employee. What is there to envy? Comparing myself to you, honestly, I wouldn't dare. You are far more vital than I ever be, both for United Harvest and Lady Tyrant. No, I truly mean it. It took until today for me to realize I've been on the wrong path all along. You, friends, it's people with blue hearts like yours who truly belong by the Tyrant's side. Like Darcia, I have no idea what you're talking about. I just came back to grab Lady Tyrant's pajamas. Perhaps it's better you don't. Here, look at this document. If you find the terms acceptable, sign it. This is why are you giving this? Neither the Tyrant nor the high and mighty friends would care for these. Rather leave them with someone who will actually cherish them. However, nothing is free. You understand the price, don't you? Call them intelligent, but they act on the mind of their nutrition. They've picked up Nick's habits, including their afternoon nap. I know, and I accept. Then please, Lady Darcia, leave the task of supporting the Tyrant in your hands. Thank you, Mina. I use your will as the nutrition to ensure this ideal takes root. Okay, now we get confused. It gets more confusing by the second, and this path really doesn't end. The cornered beast fights on, the blade flashes past, her eyes bloodshot and wild, clanging furry. The strategy was flawless. Our armies crushed 3 Red Brothers legions, the enemy is crumpled, scattering towards nearby cities. Ordered the intel plans use non-lethal force, we simply neutralized the officers and seized their weapons and supplies. That concludes my report. Fine, over. Fighting all day really takes it out of you. Great work, Aaron. How's the city? The citizens are sheltered safely at home, as requested in challenging plans or standing guard and distributing necessities. However, we are short on 10 free units. To redeploy these facilities, guards through the city. Please forgive the security gap here. It's fine, I've got you two to keep me safe, don't I? By the way, where's Mina? Imagine she was exhausted from working all evening, so I sent her to bed. She's resting in a secure location, don't worry. Ocean's fans, what's happening out there? Unclear. The plans say two doors breach the greenhouse. They're attacking the underground labs gate. What? What can I hold you with? I offer you fresh leaves, stole crossbow bolts, and shreds of chopped stone. I offer you slumber grand by the white winds. Asuka, you're here. If boss is held captive and cannot come to me, then I shall go to her. Master. Master's amazing. We actually bought Grace out of the monolith. Ventus magic holds my blade, blessing everywhere. This power, those intelligent plants don't stand a chance. Noya and Nasuka made it. With them, Fiance and my new authority, we have a real shot at taking down Darcia. My GM prestigious ex-subordinates infiltrate this deep. They are far more competent than those useless United House Khans, who eventually, they're just moths flying to flame. Observe, Your Majesty. Mina? Human sleep cycles are fully inefficient, so Mina and I signed a contract. Now she enjoys eternal rest in the tank, providing us with a constant stream of spirit and memory data. The Gen 3 intelligent plants, powered only by Nyx, had war power, but lacked coordination. Now that I've added a trace of Mina to the mix, their teamwork is flawless. They're twisting their vines together into spears. That tight formations. Gonna be a headache. Oh, hey, since when did they switch on how to work as the team? Majesty, see that? Once we patch the flaws, our intelligent plants become invincible. I know you're sentimental. Let me preserve your ex-opponent tanks too. You can visit them daily. After all, nothing beats the loyalty of a specimen in a tank. That is enough, Darcia. Yes. What is the meaning of this? I believe your baby has found the wrong target. No, I've been waiting for this exact moment, and this spear was sharpened specifically for you. So you're determined to stand in my way. How disappointing. I thought a woman betrayed by her closest ally would do anything to reshape this world. Guess I expected too much. I don't get it, friends. He stabbed you in the back. Why do you still care? Fine. Since she's so important to you, how about I put you in charge of her tank? Just kidding. I wouldn't be that cruel. Tell you what, I put you in the tank with her. That way you can be together forever, serving me. Do you what? I expected a real argument, yet it's all meaningless to Phil. Phil was offering you a gift. I admit that Nasuka and Petibloom are quite capable. My Gen 3 intelligent plants are actually struggling. But if I toss a premium nutrient like you into the mix, we see a 4th generation evolve. That will put the reins back in my hands. And you think I just play along? Obedience would be nice, but I know you. Pity, looks like Nyx will have to work overtime. Overtime? Since you won't volunteer as a nutrition, I have to crank up the extraction rate on what we have. But of course, it comes with a risk. Train it too fast and Nyx's soul burns out in a flash. And she suffered every second of it because you said no. Darcia. Careful, lose your cool and you lose your life. That between. Lady Tyrant, fight for yourself in danger. You cannot allow harm to come to you. Please, I beg you, stand back. Lady Tyrant, are you shielding this later? This wasn't in the plan, I said it would be your pawn, but I never said you could step onto the board yourself. I'm not the kind of player who watches from the sidelines. And I don't treat my partners as expendable pawns. I see, so that's it. I understand now, Lady Tyrant. That wretch was in your mind. Fear not, my Tyrant. I will purchase filth for you at once. Once I grind her into nutritions, everything will be... Don't take it personally, I just don't have time to listen to your preaching. And another thing, stop comparing me to myself. I never thought of this world as filthy. You want to reshape reality, but your hatred doesn't come from some grand betrayal. It stems from the fact that no one has ever loved you. Tell me, has anyone ever truly loved you? Of course, the tyrant loves me. My tyrant loves me more than anyone else alive. I am her most devoted servant. No one understands her like I do. I adore her so naturally she loves me in return. Yeah, Lady Tyrant, allow me to prove it to you right now. The body. I told you, didn't I? Your rapier has found the wrong target. You cannot kill me, friends. His body is one with the blade now. There's no fear of your blade. Miscalculation. Could never comprehend my devotion to a tyrant. Your betrayal, your deluding the tyrant. It's all nothing but a try the tyrant has put on me. And once I overcome this trial, my love, my loyalty will be proven absolute. Boss, what did you just take from me? I never thought you go so far as to modify your own body into a plan. That's also why your sense have thought. The rest is up to you, boss. Vance flings a queen key she swings wiped from Dal's cloak high into the air. It lands in my palm. I've received your resolve. Your Majesty, what are you doing? Taking your eyes off me? You must have confidence to spare. Insolent brat, plans attack, kill Frians. He isn't even fit to be your nutrition. Outside, the intelligent brain suddenly cease combat. Disregarding damage, they try to retreat to the other side. Then stand down by the order of the tyrant. Uh-oh. Darcia, did you forget that Mina was obsessed with the rules? In your system, the tyrant's word is law. The plans that assimilated Mina's mind, your words mean nothing next to the tyrant's command. Exactly. Finally made it up here. I scaled the iron ladder to the top of the tank and turned the emerald key to unlock the heavy lid. Physical fluid. Psychic fluid. The bishop must be right at the bottom of this tank. Help me. It burns. Make it stop. Anion. Hate. Love. Gone. I can't see. I'm supposed to be immune to it. How are these voices forcing their way into my head? What is this stuff? Your Majesty, what are you doing? Get down from there. You have no protection. The psychic fluid will dissolve your memories instantly. My immunity might not be enough to save me this time. Losing my memories. I just end up right where I started, waking up lost in the distance. That doesn't sound so scary. Even if I lose everything, even if I'm all alone, my friends will find me. They'll bring me back. Whatever, I'm the company's boss, the legendary tyrant, or just some passing tracker. This is the path I choose. Your Majesty, what have you done? How dare you? Friends, if she's harmed in any way, you pay for it with your life. As magic streaks past Friends, slamming into the tank holding the Lilith Crest Mother. The thick glass shatters, the massive creature surges out, coiling around Darcia, fusing with her body. Friends, with this perfect form, united with the Lilith Crest, I send you to your grave. Oh. This path really never ends. They split it and it never continues. The whitey flailing vine is about to strangle itself. Okay, and the next slide. Boss fight. Oh god. What is that thing? Is this the perfection you crave? A body with no pain, no fatigue, and only a tribal cost to run. This is the ideal form of the tyrant's army. The perfect form humanity deserves. Yeah. uh, this thing just looks strange. Okay, and ultimate. He is not that the tyrant you imagined her to be. She took your bishop off the board with her own hands. You're so sadly, stupidly blind. I'll strike you down myself, you and those meddling trackers. Then I can prove that I'm Lady Tyrant's most loyal servant. This is my final trial, a gift from Lady Tyrant. Very well, I will accept this challenge. And another shield break. Next ultimate. As well as that thing almost defeated. We took away from her head. Come on. Well, I really don't like this enemy. But I guess it's a good final boss. At least. Why can't I beat you, a petty human being? It should be me, I'm the one who belongs at the tyrant's side. Because you're just a sad wretch, drowning in delusions. Even of the few parts of the old tyrant we already saw, even that one didn't seem to want blind followers. 12. Loyalty until the end. She has swallowed too much of the flames of rage, and her roar abruptly ceases at that moment. Bubbles trail from my lips as I dive into the tank and click hard for the bottom. Possibility offer down here. Where's that bishop piece? Must be the new pet. And I heard you from Philae. What a beautiful city. Always wanted to visit. Wow, this greenhouse is gorgeous. Thank you for being the beauty of Philae to our Grace Light Academy. Are you in gardening? Me too. Do you mind if I tag along and help you tend the flowers? Thank you for the monthly fountain. Won't let you down. I can't thank you enough for sorting out my father's job. I'll never forget this kindness. The voices are getting clearer. Is it the fluid's magic getting my head? No, my body feels fine. Focus. Need to find the bishop. Ah, there's a light ahead. President, how should I transplant this wand? Could you show me? To protect the roots right from the outside, carefully lift the entire root ball soil. President, by 3 seeds per hole. Isn't that wasteful? Guarantees germination. If all 3 sprout, we can just thin them out later. I see, there's a real science of gardening, isn't there? Why am I messing around with these plants? And where did this gardening tree come from? I see, this must be someone else's Marie. I'm just a passenger here. I hear the news. They're holding a snap election for the student council president. Huh? Why? Didn't we literally just have an election? You see, the off the loop. The President Scott got into power at the United Harvest Net meeting. Another senator to death. Doesn't that make him a murderer? Exactly. Crazy Light Academy can't have a killer's child running the student council. The election's probably rigged. Anyway, better winners from Crazy Imperium. Robert, she's listening. From that day on, the Academy's small greenhouse goes quiet. The only sound is from a gardening spade and turning soil, digging away like this is actually kind of therapeutic. Get the feeling the owner of this family never cared about being the student council president anyway. Hurry up, we need to whip all these flowers out. The Crazy Imperium United House thought is totally public now. If people know we used to hang out with her, we'd be blacklisted. Look, I'm grateful she helped my dad, but her family trauma is a complete separate issue. Founded all our activities too. She was such a nice person. How did it end up like this? That's low. How can they say that? I mean... Hey, what are you doing? Someone worked hard to quote those. How can you destroy them? Shame, sure. The plans are innocent, but once the president changes, plans get bulldozed anyway. Yeah, the greenhouse is doomed sooner or later. Can't really blame us. But the two girls ignored me completely, swinging their hoes, tearing up the garden. Stop it. My hand swipes at the hoe, but passes right through the handle, clutching nothing but air. The girls make quick work of the last flower, dust off their hands and leave. So I'm just a spectator in the story after all. Thank you, Erika. I turned, find a slender, shadowy figure standing right where I was a moment ago. You can see me? Yes, but please don't stick up for me. If you do, just paint your villain too. The figure passes through me to pick up a fallen leaf, tucking it carefully inside his stretch book. That symbol on the cover, isn't that the tyrant's mark? Indeed, that is your mark. Darcia, why are you here? Throughout my dramatic attire, well, you recognize me, do you, Your Majesty? We are inside my memories. I assume this is the psychic fluid at work. No, not that artificial sludge. It must be your bishop piece, bridging the gap between our souls. I count myself fortunate to be linked with Your Majesty's soul in these final moments. That person just now, what was that you back in school? Yes, my father was a senator for United Harvest. He gave his life eliminating the company's rivals during the conflict with Crazy Imperium, yet the Senate refused to honor his sacrifice. Instead, they picked my misfortune clean like vultures. Classmates who used to flock to me for favors vanished overnight. The mere the Senate to turn on me, bullying and mocking me. At first, I dismissed them as fools who got off on tormenting the weak. I told myself I still had my garden, even if every human earth betrayed me, my plants never would. But when they uprooted my flower beds, I realized I was wrong. They weren't trying to get anything from me. They weren't even doing it for fun. They bullied me simply to feel safe. Safe? You were way too cozy with the ex-president. Keep talking to her and people get the wrong idea. She's a murderer daughter, you know. If anyone finds out we used to be friends, I get dragged down with her. Fear of isolation, desperate for acceptance. Humans need a herd to feel secure, and they believe for their own wolves to stay in it. We truly are pathetic creatures. In the wreckage of my garden, I found a book. Imagine you can guess what was inside. Exactly, it was your story. In your story, you suffered just like I did, betrayed time and again by those closest to you, yet always rising to fight back. Your resilience spoke to me. You became my light. Because of the tyrant, I found the strength to gather the stones they cast at me, used them to pave my path to power. Bringing loyalty to Your Majesty was only natural, bringing plants into your legion, granting them minds of their own. This is how I atoned for the innocent flowers I failed to protect. Most importantly, unlike people, plants always return to your care with beauty. It may take decades, maybe centuries, but I will perfect this army step by step. I won't let you down, Your Majesty. If only we could move everyone's souls into plant vessels. Imagine what a peaceful, tranquil world we finally have. No one romanticizing them. Parasitic vines bleed their houses dry and climbers choke their very trees that support them just to steal the light. A walnut leaves poison the soil to kill rivals. Even the gas in the forest cannot be, or just borders in a constant war for territory. Darcia, that garden of peace you're imagining, it doesn't exist. Just like your light, the tyrant you worship isn't the person standing before you now. You want me to be the tyrant from your fantasies, but I'm just me. I can never be the idol you've built in your mind. I know, Your Majesty. I've been watching you since the moment you stepped through our doors. But I couldn't admit it. If I did, I'd be alone again after finally finding a way of hope. How could I possibly bear to let it go? Deep down, I knew I'm no different from the humans I despise, forcing my delusions onto others just to feel a sense of security. Is that how you really feel? You're right, humans are cowards. We're afraid of so many things. But we're also capable of courage. We fight tooth and nail to conquer the fear for the sake of our ideals. Admitting you're inadequacy and still striving for a better future, isn't that a strength in itself? To me, such humanity, beautiful. Darcia, stop this. It's not too late. No one died in the chaos of Philae. You still have a chance to make amends. A wretch like me doesn't deserve such kindness. Really are the lady tyrant I always admired. But I'm already far gone. I've merged myself with the cultivation tank ages ago to develop the Gen 2 intelligent plant. This form you see before you is the last shred of my humanity. Darcia, why? Why go this far? I put fiends through the same hell I faced, yet she was luckier. She had loyal fans. All I want is to be loved, to be needed, to be told that my existence wasn't a mistake. But seeing the people you chose to stand by your side, I realized I could never be one of them. I strayed too far from the path. But this is it, the end of Darcia. But I made my peace long ago. I seek no redemption. I despise humanity, and I remain its enemy until my dying breath. Grant me one last wish. Take the chess piece, end me, with your own hands. I can't stand by your side, but remember this, every other company in the world is your enemy. What was that? Please, I've got the bishop. Boss, are you alright? I'm back, fiance. How long was I under? A minute, maybe? I'm not sure. Definitely no more than 2. Felt like a lifetime. Wait, never mind that. Where's Darcia? Where is she? Right there. Looks like she entered the tank a while ago. She fused with the Lilith Quest matter. Majesty, is that you? Give me the Majesty. I can no longer see you. If only I met you sooner, maybe I wouldn't have lost my way. Almost as sad. Okay, wait, are there 2 endings? Okay, 12, 13. An unknown tomorrow. Through the flames have died down, the lingering heat beneath the ashes still burn. The touch. Lady Fiends, we've back the last Mandrake grading quest in town. The operation is a success. Honestly, those little guys are kinda cute. Better hit as pets, don't you think? You really think people want that thing in their house? Thirdly, just look at those innocent eyes. Anyways, they live on sun, soil, and water. They even help with chores, very low maintenance. Should we take one then? If it fights on the roof, it'd get plenty of sun. The roof? No wait, that's my spot. 2 weeks after Darcia's fall, peace returns to Philae. As for United Heartwaters legions, they cut their losses and slide back home. After the battle was over, we put Nyx and Mina from the tanks and laid Darcia to rest. The intelligent plants, deprived of their nutritions, regressed into ordinary Mandrake Radiant grass. For the past 2 days, Ruby, Sapphire, and Noya have managed to capture most of the scattered Mandrake grass through their singing. Fueled by journalistic zeal, Mystique recovers in 2 weeks, is already furiously writing a deep dive on the whole affair. But for us, gathering in the office, a bigger challenge. Are you sure about this? Being with the Senate, surely Lady Fiance or even Ruby and Sapphire would be better fit. I'm stuck here cleaning up Darcia's mess and I need Ruby and Sapphire. I have a massive headache if they left me now. Besides, didn't Darcia recommend you? She promised me a net seed, provided, provided I entered the tank and become nutrition. Don't misunderstand. Didn't say yes because I wanted the seed. Since the plants got Nick's sleepiness, I thought if I become nutrition, they maybe inherit my obedience too. Then they listen to Seal and not her. I follow, and you were right. Darcia's plan was the way. Good work, Mina. My, guess being a stickler for rules has its perks. You're barely recovered. Why don't you save your perf and rest? Don't sell yourself short, Mina. Our branch only gets once a net seed, but that vote carries the weight of 10. Plus, the representative of automatically gets 10% of the branch's shares. Master, what are shares? Basically, it means Mina owns 1/10 of Filet branch, or whether the position she holds does. What? Whoa, did Mina just become a straight-up millionaire? She can't cash out. The shares are an honorary asset tied to the title. Usually the CEO holds it. But right now, controlling that 10% is crucial for us. Darcia signed the title over to you before putting you in the tank, almost as if she knew this would happen. Seeing the people you chose to stand by your side, I realized I could never be one of them. I strayed too far from the path. So this is it, the end of Darcia. I made my peace long ago. I seek no redemption. I despise humanity. I remain its enemy. My dying breath. Giving me everything before defeat, blind loyalty, obsession with a phantom tyrant. Mina, you follow the woods, and among us, you love this branch most, the perfect representative. After the mess left by Darcia headquarters watching us like hawks. They treat us like accomplices when they call, threatening to fire the worst staff in this branch. I won't let it happen. I handed this an appeal myself. Right, Fuyuga, Nasuka, Nasuna, and Kati, could you do me a favor? What is it? Big important mission for us? I need you to escort Mina to United House headquarters. The headquarters seem to be really far away. Exactly, with headquarters this house side be a dangerous trip. That's why I need you. Sure, Petted Bloom's grand comeback, starting with a heavy job is a good omen. Fine, since the boss asked it, I keep Miss Mina safe. Asuna sounded down. Is she sick? Vida, can you figure out why? Suddenly, leave the analysis to parent. Would you mind showing your bishop's here, Grace? Sure, but how's that gonna go with Nazca's? Was Dr. Peace exploding? The Well of Words development system has identified the power within the Seer of Grace. It's called Oracle. Oracle gods use that project their will directly into people's minds. That how Darcia forced human skills into defense? Correct, however, your system level is too low and to unlock its full potential. Currently, you can only access a fragment of the power, the unlimited heart link. What does that mean? I don't get it. Heart link app uses built-in artifact magic. It draws power from monoliths to enable remote calls and messaging. Normally, devices only connect if they share the same monolith's range. If they don't, the link fails. But the Oracle Authority bypasses this. Once paired with the phone device, you can communicate it from anywhere in Nova, regardless of distance. So please rest easy, Lady Nasuka. With unlimited heart link, you feel like you're right by each other's side, no matter the distance. What are you talking about? He definitely got called out completely right now. It's not like I'm gonna be lonely without Boss, and I'm definitely not worried she might forget me. Definitely not. You gotta get everyone moving. We need to prepare. Alright. I don't want to leave Master either. I'm scared, but I'll be brave. Yeah, I want to tag along. Sounds fun, but I gotta finish writing this scoop first. My the air here in here hasn't felt this light in ages. We have to thank you, boss. Can't relax yet. The legions were gone, but Joson and Hawk aren't. Plus, you're only the acting CEO. If headquarters sends a replacement. Actually, this is why I should continue to require expertise. Don't forget, we're allies for life. I won't forget, we're partners who fought side by side. Indeed, but I'm an expensive pawn boss. Grant my wish and you may play the board however you like. Don't look at me to do all the thinking. Alright, take this. What is this? 2 years ago, Darcia sent me to the orphanage for an ancient relic. I refused to be her errand girl or fuel her madness. So I botched the stave, wanted people in the orphanage to spot us, called Imperial guards and chase us off, a valid excuse to return empty-handed. But instead everyone vanished overnight. Maybe they thought running was safer than calling the guards. Or whether perhaps they were confident they could escape us. So Aunt Ellie and their kids left because of you, but you were actually trying to help. You're forgiven. Do you know where they went? Afraid not. But after they left, I investigated the basement and found 2 items. One was an old recipe for Tawny Nightingale, the other was this compass. Well, not exactly a compass. The soulstone-shaped needle is locked to point in one specific direction, no matter where you turn. If you follow it, you might find the answer you're looking for. I think I've seen this back when I used to sneak into the basement as a kid. You recognize it, Toya? Nope, drawing a blank. Anyway, clue's a clue. We just walk where it points. We're bound to hit something eventually. I leave you to it then. Goodbye, everyone. You have had a break this full time. Maybe slow down a bit. I appreciate the concern, but I'm hardly a workaholic. The work isn't going anywhere, so before I start, I'm visiting a friend. It's been ages since we've had a proper talk. What am I in the mood for today? Stare at these buttons forever, only to grab the lemon twink anyway. You know me too well. I'm baffled. It's baffled me since school. You decipher about everything else, but stick in front of a vending artifact and you freeze up. Never told you? If I stole long enough, a certain kind so always pops up to buy me a drink. Oh, well, did I ever tell you this? I'm filing for reimbursement. The total for all these things over the years, 26,800 dollars. Oh, stingy. You drank them? Speaking of which, how long has it been since I last tweeted you? Years and 268 days. Since when do you drink lemon? Never see you pick that flavor before. I don't, but I need revenge on the villain who demoted me. Figured I bought out every lemon drink in the villain. I thought someone would be left high and dry. But the emotion, seriously, we planned that stunt together just to fool Darcia. Maybe so, but I still got bossed around in marketing, stuck doing all the grunt work nobody else wanted. I then want to come back as an inspector. I still think you're perfect for the role. Victor. I passed. Don't need people whispering that I'm getting special treatment from some higher up. Besides, marketing is actually pretty intense. Anyway, I should keep our director of operations. Better get back to my desk. Even a brief chat helps. I feel much lighter. I prefer to director after you. Oh, honestly, rank doesn't matter here. Fine, I go first. Next time you need my picture, spare me the ID photo, would you? Frankly, I look a bit... That's the only one I have. Besides, everyone instantly knows it's you. Fine, I send you a proper portrait later. Use that instead. Now, what was on your mind? Well, as a leader, your workload's only going to grow. The weight on your shoulder will get heavier too. That's why I hope you remember to smile even if when it's tough. A stone-faced leader stresses everyone out. That is, a boss known for a stonic face starts beaming at everyone out of nowhere. What would people think? You're beaming at every... Oh, nope, that's terrifying. See, safer if I don't smile, isn't it? Of course not. Strict or gentle, I like you either way. So for my sake, could you smile like you... Like I used... You're impossible. I wouldn't accept such a silly request from anyone else. Really? Then starting tomorrow, I can count on a beaming fiend sliding up the office. Oh, about that smile, since we're here, why don't I snap a new one right now? Want to take it just... Of course, as your best friend, I'm the only one who knows exactly how to capture your cutest side. You have a talent for making nonsense sound logical just to get your way, and somehow I always abide. Then again, perhaps that personality of yours is exactly why we get along so well. Thank you for everything. Please continue to stand by my side. Let us walk this path together. With Imperium Guard United Harvest, Deep Sea Fiends, even the Godwins and Lugons accepted the invitation. Delay is about to get very crowded. I saw your command skills firsthand in that earlier war, but the coming war won't be won with brute force. Advance on Dora. Don't hold it back, boss. Show me everything. Can you flip the table and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat this time? Let's see. Super arms definitely here. So this is the final boss. Bob Mina and Petterbloom packed warm layers. I have Mystique sent some winter gear their way. Outside wasn't watching where I was, huh? Nobody's here, but I swear I bumped into someone. And playing tricks. As the boss footsteps fade, a sudden gust leaps the empty corner. Yep. Also materializes mid-air, followed by an elegant figure land, fading into beneath it. The mere trees, shadows, even the dust carries the scent of days gone by. How nostalgic. My adorable prey, the hunt is about to begin. Don't try to keep me entertained. You try to keep me entertained for a while, won't you? Then you. Oh no, not the next one. Welcome. Okay, so that would be the main ending, but we have this tiny path up here. We could have skipped everything. We are just going quickly here. Loyalty beyond words. The moth seeks the flame only to see its truth before perishing. Almost there, master. The camp isn't far. Basically, I'm fine. It's my nerves on edge. We haven't reached Petterbloom in 3 whole days. No, Noya and the others tried to. Nobody picked up. That signs are mine too. I hope they're alright. They may have accepted commission that took them outside the Philemonith's range. Wait, what do you mean? But the Nosian forts only work within the same monolith zone. We linked with more... But to add her hardening, sure, but we're in Filet, and she's in Emma, we cannot connect. Leslie, let me try it. Oh, you're right. Must be my memory loss. Can't believe I have no idea of something that basic. Don't sweat the details. Let's head to the camp and check. He's standing around worrying, right? Ooh, we escaped United Harvest alive. Let's focus on that and stay positive. For 3 days we watched out for Darcia by probing the intelligent plans and mercenaries for weaknesses. Finally, with Mina's help, we escaped the twisted thoughts of United Harvest. Wanted to bring Mina, but she said she couldn't leave her 2 younger sisters behind. We had to go on ahead without her, but one day we returned to get them. I thought the camp's empty. Where did everyone go? Boss, bad news. You're surrounded. Contact, open fire. Did Darcia circle around us? No way, nobody moves faster than Roxy. Stop overthinking, everyone, take cover now. Too many enemies, too much firepower. The 5 of us can't put force our way out. Oh, that ceasefire. Who authorized that magic barrage? Just a handful of targets. Yet you just burnt through a fortune in Grace. We don't have that budget for the objective is Filet and Darcia, not some random group playing tracker. Targeting Filet and Darcia, meaning they aren't working for her. Darcia, you're insane. I'm reporting this to headquarters immediately. Did headquarters send them after Nick reported in, but how to realize this fast? Officer Chahar, we aren't trying to waste it. These trackers are tough. We lost hundreds just taking this ground. Taking any more losses and the team will break before we even see the city wards. Keep wasting energy in those twisted plans to slaughter us even if we do make it. Wait, you hear that? Movement. No, wait, it's Darcia's monsters. Bad news, forget the camp. Everyone, fall back now. Master, look, the soldiers are retreating. Yeah, but the intelligence behind them are gonna be a real headache. Imagine, when must you put yourself in such danger? If anything happens to you, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Darcia, friends. Didn't you know United Harvest Army has already reached the tracker camp? They're about to siege today. Or it is a battlefield. Why keep something that big for me? And the padded bloom. Do you know where they are? Polish Majesty, no news on the gate. As for why I felt the enemy's movements, it's simple. You have traitors in your midst. Think about it. If they hadn't insisted on taking you out of the city, you wouldn't be in this mess right now, would you? If you mean my friends here, you're wrong. Leaving United House was my decision from the start. Your decision? Oh, that makes it even worse. You 4 failed to stop Her Majesty, reckless demands, and walked blindly into an ambush. You're either plotting against her, or you're simply incompetent. But honestly, it doesn't matter which. Plans execute these fools. Darcia, what are you doing? Let them go. You said you'd be loyal to me, Viper. Of course, Your Majesty, I'm an ever faithful servant. Then why do you refuse to obey my orders? This isn't defiance, Your Majesty. Quite the contrary, I do this precisely because of my loyalty. To ensure your safety, every threat around you must be purged. And who bears the burden of such a mission? Hehe, me, of course. That is why I cultivated this legion of intelligent plans, to conquer Nova and eradicate all threats to your region. I never said I wanted to conquer Nova. I said most of all determined I know your true desires. Desires you may not even rise to hold. So even if you hate me for it, I will rid both of them. That is the depth of my loyalty. It makes no sense. Darcia isn't loyal to me. She's loyal to the tyrant living in her imagining. No, I see, and a few overconvinced can't stop my blade. No way, how is it reacting that fast? Observe, Your Majesty, our new Gen 3 plans have totally eclipsed the obsolete Gen 2 models and the man track grading Christ. Each stock now possesses the combat instincts and judgment of an elite tracker. Their only coordination, a flaw in my research is incorrect. Understand, Darcia. Let them go. I will return with you. Master, what are you saying? We never leave you behind. You aren't leaving me, I'm escorting you. Darcia is right. Since the moment I woke, what's inside me has urged me to conquer the soul. What are you talking about? The tyrant of legend might do that, but you noticed, isn't you? That is merely your assumption. I stayed with you because you had potential. I thought you would be. But now that I have all these intelligent plans that are stronger, you are no longer necessary. For the sake of your travels, I will show mercy. I'm sparing your lives. Now go before I change my mind. Liar, you're a liar. Right, Amber, to keep yourself, I'll be a liar. Demon, I even become the true tyrant, whatever it takes. Such benevolence, your majesty. Wait, the tyrant has graciously spared your pathetic lives. Now run along. Still wait here and I'll be back. Yak and the stockade lean on each other, limping into the shadows of the forest. Sounds like a third-rate villain. Exit line, your majesty. Please return to the city. I will handle the rest. As we leave, Hane's eyes meet me in icy silence. She looks at me like I'm a potted plant, rooted bird, existing only to be arranged by another's hand. Follow Darcia deep into the facility. We pass endless rows of cultivation tanks before entering the cars. A massive tank, 2 or 3 stories high, dominates the far end. The oil tank inside twinkles in the dim light, glowing with an airy, unnatural hue. The bishop's seal of Christ sits at the bottom of the tank like a tiny trinket in a massive fishbowl. These eyes, your majesty, the upgraded hub for 3rd-gen intelligence plans. Thanks to your bishop's seal, they grow smarter with every dose of nutrition we add. The mayor faces pop into the oil suspension. I clamp a hand over my mouth, choking back the urge to vomit. You made the wrong choice, you regret this. I can see those enormous messages in my head. They were right, I really did make the worst possible choice. If that are again, I don't know how many. No, I think that should be the last one, since there's no 4, 5. I really hope. Once the game had begun, there's no path leading. 1 week later. As I looked the 3rd regiment through the woods on the right, we hit a counter that and hold formation united races wedge its fleeing. We have the numbers and the forest favors us. Once the line thins out, we break them. Understood, relying on orders now. But if I flank, we don't have enough people. There are too many of them pouring out of it. Then the line, damn it, these woods offer no cover. If we stretch out, we collapse first. Checkmate. That's the situation. Your orders, defeat is only a matter of time. We bought our lead for a guaranteed win. Never thought we backed into such an ugly corner. It seems Darcia is backed by a commander with a taste of elegance to rival my own. Then I should accept defeat with poise. The only elegant choice. I may lose the battle, but in style I never be outdone. Inspector Jorgen, sound the retreat. A tyrant later said the 3rd United Harvest Legion were routed during the periodic retreat. We lost 22,325 Gen 3 intelligent bells. However, we captured 7,657 hostiles. 320 are in critical condition. Congratulations, Your Majesty. Thanks to your brilliant command, we crushed their main force in one stroke. With 3 legions gone, United Harvest won't be threatening us again anytime soon. Your Majesty, your grand conquest of Nova has begun with a perfect first step. Good. Darcia, how soon can we replace the 20,000 plants we lost? We use Chase Grass today, and we have stock back in a week. However, it drastically shortens their lifespan. Instead of 4 years, they burn out in 3 months. Do it. Get production moving. Also make sure the wounded prisoners get treated and look after the others. Treatment? Look after? Why the hell, sir? I say we execute a lot, make an example of them, and the other companies will learn to fear us. No, think about it. United Harvest employees see our prisoners living better lives than they do back home. Will they stay loyal? Once internal decision who takes food, the whole organization roots from the inside out. I see, so in discord in the ranks, I handle it immediately. I'm trained, I'm going to get some rest. Friends, take Her Majesty to her chambers, at once. Lady Tyrant, the siege is broken. Citizens think this was just a company civil war, so the city is calm. Why do you still look so down? Down? Do I look down? Maybe I'm just tired. Walk with me, bit friends. As you wish. By the crowd, is this entire line run by intelligent plans? Indeed, given enough water nutritions, they can operate the line 24 hours straight. By orders, I've sent the human staff home with full pay naturally. I see, let's check elsewhere. Are they talking? In a sense, that sounds are just mimicky. They actually communicate by linking via specific twists and knots convey different meanings. Interesting to think that Gen 3 is already capable of research work. As Lady Tyrant, in fact, their minds are often better suited for delicate tests in human hands. Not bad, who knows, maybe plants can offer us a fresh perspective. I take these. Oh, you handed the change and carried the courses. Why didn't we get plans this useful sooner? Even the clerks are plants now. Seems the public has accepted them. When we first made the switch, customers were too scared to shop here. Fortunately, we no longer mid profits to headquarter. Prior orders, all earnings are reinvested into staff bonuses and product quality. Our high quality, low cost goods quickly overcame their fear. Now their plants have become our mascots. Everyone finds them adorable. Shame. No one's in a suit to make the customers laugh anymore. Lady Tyrant, why go this far? This far? What do you mean? Placing labor with plans, pending paid leave, even treating your prisoners with dignity. Because that is how a tyrant acts. That's so? Is that really what a tyrant does? The legend, the tyrant waged a bloody war against the monolith and against countless died. There's ideas fit those stories far better. Maybe I've failed to live up to the stories, but I tend to conquer no one my own way. You conquer, is that really what you want here? Does it matter if it's true? Asking questions like that sound like you're planning to betray Darcia. I was never loyal to begin with. If you hadn't messed up our plans, forget it, the past is the past. Cian, when you accept Darcia's terms and the title of tyrant, I thought I had to you packed. Assumed you were just another hypocrite chasing power at any cost. But everything you've done since defies logic. You've shown kindness to strangers with zero gain for yourself. Frankly, it's upper end. Let me ask you, how normal can someone be when they spend every working moment for playing as a tyrant? Fair point. You really do lack selfish ambition. I dug into your past. You launched that company war solely to liberate the children being harmed. Rushing the big three for the trackers, infiltrating United Harvest just for your guild and to find those orphans. Why go to such extremes for other people? This cause, honestly, I'm not sure. I just felt like no one is born to suffer. If I truly have the power to shape the future, I want to do whatever I can. Leave this world a little better than I found it. What are you, the god of grace? Forget all that. Then run away with me. Without you, Dire's plans fall apart. What exactly are you thinking? Even if we escape, it won't fix anything. Do you know how many Gen 3 plants Dire can cultivate in a single month? 80,000, no, likely more. She stripped Phil bare and enslaved the citizens in anything to accelerate the harvest. Each of those plants hits as hard as an elite tracker. With an army like that, do you think she stopped at Philae? That's why I can't leave. There's answers only to me. I'm the only one who can rein her in, minimize damage, maybe even steer this chaos towards a positive outcome. Besides, 2 people are trapped in that underground lab on my account. I have to get them out. Understand, Cian? No, boss. If we survive this, I'd be honored to work for you, just as a regular employee. Imagine you allowed friends. Our paths diverged. Keeping her close was a liability. So you saw it too. Pity, I had such high hopes for her. Shame she couldn't put that naivety from her heart. Naivety? Please do not trouble your mind with this, Your Majesty. It's just for free and scorn. The upgrade for your Gen 4 intelligence lines will be delayed again. I tended to use her as the final ingredient for the nutrition. I have a different view on that. Darcia, your current nutrition is substandard. Clear out at useless waste. From now on, I will be the premium nutrition and command the intelligent plants myself. What? Okay. So that leads just to a bad end. Very fast stretched bad ending. The world lies still. A happy ending with everyone here. Truly a cause for celebration is. 4 years later. 1st calendar year 1000. In a month. Day. Albedo, on behalf of the tyrant, I'm ready to accept the Grace Imperium surrender. However, for a matter of this magnitude came alone where the aspects. The Grace Imperium mocking the tyrant, hardly the correct attitude for a defeated force. Lady Darcia, the tyrant's floor legion decimated us at Emma. 3 of the tethered aspects were shattered, killed in action. So Survivor, Director Angie, the Sky Institute, relinquished command yesterday and vanished. I know it seems disrespectful, but as the tethered aspect archivist and Sky Institute's Director of Operations, I am the highest ranking official left standing. I have full authority to represent the Grace Imperium for negotiations with the tyrant. This is an insult. If you want peace, prove your sincerity with action. We have 3 conditions. First, surrender all elements to the tyrant. Second, hand over all of the monoliths and every last soulstone you possess. Third, assist us in purging the track rebels. Done. Please, and we will discuss your proposed negotiations or whether your capturation. Rest assured, I don't demand an immediate answer. Her Majesty is generous. You have a full day to consider. Your Majesty, your wish for universal tranquility is finally within reach. Anyone in the Grace Imperium with a backbone died on the battlefield. Survivors will agree to anything just to save their skins. The only nuisance left is the rebels, but their defeat too is merely a matter of time. Four years later, at the tyrant's command, Darcia unleashed a conquest from Philae, swept across Nora. Millions of intelligent plants over in the land, drowning cities in sheer numbers and crushing any company that dared resist. Even Amor, Nova's heart, the city of world's desire, with 7 monoliths crumbled after brutal 2-year siege. Only scattered trackers and company remnants hold out, based in untouched Kava and Chengdu. They stage minor raids to stall the tyrant. Yet Darcia and her planned army harmed no one outside the companies. Rumors attributes this mercy to the boss Theon, who vanished in Philae 4 years ago. Cutting me off, it's bad for my health. I don't care, job's gone, my wife left, I got nothing to lose. You say I still got you? Yeah, you're the only one who won't turn on me. Alright, no more booze, let's go home. Go to death, eat, play, sleep, collect free door. Wins MVP. Honestly, I kinda miss the grind at United Harvest. Talk about ungrateful. Will really be happier pulling 12-hour shifts 7 days a week? I'm just saying, besides Gen 4 plans work any better, obsolete death like us would just get in the way. Oh, wait, why are we even talking? Top. Let's get a crew and go have some fun. We're pinging. Well, gotta bring a few plans along first, right? Oh, speak of the devil, come on, let's grab a bite. No, you're saying it wrong. Say it with me. Uh, love. I love you. Yeah. It's just not sinking in. What am I gonna do with you? Trying to teach them to speak. Yeah, I heard the Gen 5 intelligent plants are nearly ready. They can even use their vines to shape their own bodies. They mimic human forms, they get a little smarter. Maybe one day they bridge spaces gap for real. People are ready, treat them like pets and friends anyway. If we can just get them to talk, they could become actual companions. Yeah, a noble ambition. Good luck with that. Majesty, the Grace Imperium has accepted your terms. They surrender. Albedo has entered Philae with the Seal of Grace. I accept your formal submission at your place in the Gold District. Your vision of universal tranquility has finally come true, Philae. Alvio says that Gold Flinch, Emma, everywhere we rule, the citizens are well tended by the intelligent plans. Hey, everything is unfolding exactly as you willed it. I have never seen such happiness in their face. Dann well, Darcia, go, secure the final seal of grace. Yes, your majesty, soon we will return to when you could still hold me. So, boss, is this the word you wished for? No, not even close. This isn't the word I wanted, it's just one that is slightly less terrible. But to admit, everyone seems happy enough under the care of the plans. Is this not the best possible ending? The people are still obsessed with developing new intelligent plans. It seems giving everyone a plan partner that won't even ever betray them. It's scary how dependent people are getting on those things. Oh, give it time. Humans will be nothing more than museum exhibits, protected like an endangered species. We have everything, but still feel hollow. Might feel like happiness for a while, but slip away a person's purpose for too long, and eventually they lose their mind. You sacrifice so much, you built such a powerful army. Is this really all you have to show for it? They call me the tyrant, but I'm not just a person. There's a limit to what one human can do. I know that better than anyone. I'm sure you realize too. You're only standing here right now because others helped you get this far, aren't you? I never expected the Crazy Imperium to die for me. Three of the dreaded aspects fell, even Edgy pushed Darcia at the ceremony just to buy me time. And your friend boss, no matter how hopeless it looked, they never gave up. They kept fighting, desperate to save you. I came here to kill you without telling them. When I get back, they'll probably hate me for the rest of their lives. New Stargate, Pedabloom, the Ashwin clan, are they alright? Some. We were lost before they ever got a chance to see their dreams come true. I see. Thank you for being honest. I've got no regrets left then. Come on, Freezer, pick up your sword. And since when did you get so soft? We both backed to a corner here. There's only one way out now. One of us lives, the other dies. Your cycle is up. The intelligent plants are hitting their lifespan limits. They die in droves once I'm gone. Darcia won't be able to rebuild the army and her plan falls apart. I get it. I'm sorry, boss. Thank you. If our souls ever meet again, I hope we can just be friends. Yeah, it's likely the best ending in that path. Ah, my arms, they won't move. My whole body feels locked up stiff. My, awfully fragile for a tyrant. One little time out and you're already falling to pieces. Don't be mean. It was 4 years. Here, dear tyrant, let me work on these muscles. We just need to rub out the stiffness and feel better. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Oh, you're killing me. Oh, the pain's actually gone. Yeah, that's my secret finisher message technique. I learned it ages ago from Malone. It's called a finisher, but it heals. I don't get it. Well, as long as you're getting better, you know, Tyrant, this time you truly lived up to the title. Look at these humans, content to live like sewer rebels. Pampered by intelligent plans, I never understand how their minds work. Which, coming from you, you two seem pretty comfortable just loitering inside the one of yourselves. Hey, aren't you shop tongue, Tyrant? That question's too deep for Bernia. Brain is overheating. Let's just watch your final recording. You look right cute like this. Makes me want to squeeze you. A meanie like you belongs in a bondage, Tyrant. Making excellent nutrition for those plants. Oh, Josh, sometimes I wonder if you two actually hate my guts. Never mind, Vita, open the door. Command is my will. Your Majesty, please accept my undying loyalty. Take this army and conquer this rotting no. How do I choose? I can't just find it. Not this. And I advise you to take most of her loyalty. Her devotion is absolute, poor and undoubted. If you command her to take your own life, she would execute the command without hesitation. I won't do that. If I abuse her loyalty, I become exactly what the legends say I am. A heartless tyrant. I chose the honorable path. Okay, and everything else we already done. So I can skip it. Okay. And that is everything. It was a long chapter. And I didn't expect that the path, top path, just ends there. What of it? But yeah, I would say with that, was it that for today's video? I see what the paths are. I like this the most since we see the tyrant for once again. But yeah, with that, I would say was it that for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, I would be happy about a like, a sub, and a comment. And I hope I see you all back in the next video. Goodbye.